Thank you guys so much for joining. We're going to be jumping in and playing Minecraft with Rude Duck on this episode. We're going to be building houses, and most importantly, we're going to spin the wheel to figure out what theme house we're going to be building. Let's go. All right, buddy. Getting ready to spin it. You ready?
I really do.
Oh, man. Oh, gothic theme. Got it.
Okay.
Gothic theme.
Okay.
Cool. So we're going to jump in. We're going to start playing right now. Yeah, let's go. Let's see here. We got to go gothic style.
I don't know how I'm going to do this.
It's obviously going to be a very muted palette. So we're going to be looking at like mostly the grays and the blacks. You know, there is colorful features in Gothic architecture, but it's usually like in the form of stained glass windows and stuff. Not so much the rest of the aesthetic. It's usually like a block-based grays and blacks palettes, so I can get these colorful blocks right out of my queue. Definitely some, yeah, maybe a spawner in there would probably be good. Some cages.
It's only by 10 by 10 as well, as that's this issue. What can you build 10 by 10 with Gothic? It's quite a grand, Gothic is quite a grand structure usually, so.
Yeah, we are limited on the size, but I think we can squeeze it in there. Ha, that's what she said. All right, Ooh, candles. Gothic architecture, you gotta put tons of candles everywhere. Well, hey, are we unlimited in how high we can go, or is it also limited to 10?
We can go high. We can go high, it's just,
Gothic architecture is grand, but it can also be very tall too. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm over here.
On your mark, get set, go.
Is there any hints, Krazy? What you doing? What are you doing over there?
So I could kind of tell you, starting with the platform, working my way up, which I think is kind of typical for builds like these. Yeah.
Similar ideas
like
too. Very similar.
There was a limit on heights. Right?
Is there a limit on height? We didn't say a limit on height. We said we can go as high as we want within a 10 by 10 area.
I also know that in Gothic architecture, there is a bit of other stuff too, which I think is important to have inclusive on this design. Oh, shoot.
You okay there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm making sure that some of the math and what I'm doing works out.
I don't know if I like it. I feel like I've gone half Gothic, half never. In my aesthetic choices here.
Mine is not that big right now. I have put a lot of attention to very small details, which might have caused me issues. So we'll have to see how that plays out. I had a vision when I was starting, and that vision is evaporating as we speak.
That's what I literally, I had a vision and then I was like, delete it straight away.
I was so excited, but I'm like, I don't know that that's gonna work. Now that I'm looking at what I was doing, I'm not sure that's working out at all. Perhaps you feel the same way, because I certainly do.
I was, once upon a time. No, not so much. I don't know. Are you doing a lot about interior or just doing exterior?
I've focused primarily on interior up to this point.
I knew I'm opposite. I'm exterior.
I wanted to make sure that everything I had planned on doing on the inside was also going to be aesthetically pleasing on the outside. So, and I keep like zooming around on the inside and then I like whip it around to the outside too. So it sounds like one of us did a top down and one of us did a bottom up.
I can already see your building technically. I've gone so high up.
I looked over and I saw you building over there and I was like, wow, he's really going up. So, I mean, technically spiral staircase, but you're not going to be able to walk it up. But yeah, it's kind of the best that you can do given the architecture that you have.
How we're interpreting Gothic here, but I'm trying my best.
So I'm kind of like imagining some of the Gothic cathedrals that have some beautiful effects with the way that they're stained glass.
Yeah, but in a 10 by 10 area, we're kind of limited, so.
Can you open trap doors in this? I'm going to put a trap door. I'm not going to bother making the mechanics behind it, but when it's time, we'll go through and open it. You know, the Gothic architecture really, at the time, was impressive. But you gotta remember, like, there were tragic events happening. Healthcare was abysmal, and death was all over the place. And that's why people didn't have much time to, like, come to religion and stuff. Because it's like, oh, wow, we don't really have that much to live. We don't have a lot to contemplate. You know, people were dying in their, 40s, 50s was end of life for people. I just think that we're living longer, and so we become a little bit more out of touch with death. But don't worry, death will still find you.
Are you trying to wish death upon your subscribers now?
No, I'm not. Absolutely not. They don't have, like, wrought iron in here, which, regrettably, I wish they had. This is going to be the key, just finding something really good to put in there. Something that's, like, super aesthetically cool. There we go. That does look more like... the aesthetic ones were really kind of reserved for the fronts. In, like, the grand cathedral halls, they would have them, but in, like, the Gothic smaller buildings, the ornate ones would face the roadways and the major thoroughfares, and the non-ornate ones would be used on the, like, outer edges and sides. We do have different colored glasses, so we could definitely go with, like, a tinted. Working through some conceptual ideas, I think, and then, pivoting when they don't work. And then you're like, yeah, now I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I am stuck. For the most part, I think I'm happy with what I've got so far. I think if I had time to do it all over again, I would do the exact same thing that I just did. I'm not living with regret. We've been doing this for 40 minutes. If you're starting to feel the pinch of time hitting you, you might want to contemplate wrapping up core parts of the structure and then switching to the interior. That's just my advice. You don't have to take it. If you haven't tackled the interior yet, I would highly advise that you work on tackling it.
I'm pretty confident in my exterior, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not how I was in high school at all. I was not confident in my exterior at all. Now I'm kind of come to terms with the way I look, so I'm looking good, in my opinion. Oh, you're talking about your house. Oh. I mean, I'm not supposed to see what you're doing, but you're so high up, it's hard for me not to see what you're doing over there. I just don't know that I've got enough room, so we'll just go with a standard pitched roof.
No one's going to be building this in vanilla because this is way too expensive.
I don't see anything that I could use. You know what? We'll go with this because it's there. I don't know that I'm digging this, but I need to differentiate the colors and the textures a little bit more. So I guess we're just gonna go with it. Now there would be like a ladder on a wall. Put a ladder here so that somebody could theoretically climb up. So you can't open a doorway? No, like if you right click on a door in creative mode, you place a block, but you don't like open a door. Just have to destroy the door, I guess. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way that mine turned out. I think more aesthetically pleasing. I don't know, maybe I would have picked a different block style if I had to go back and redo a little bit more, but like architecturally, it's pretty sound.
Pretty happy with mine. How much time we got?
Technically, we have 2 minutes left. So if you want to like do a once over on your stuff real quick, just make sure that everything looks good. All right, wow, hey, wow. Wow, I can't wait to see yours. Yours looks a lot cooler. Oh my gosh, we're running out of time. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this.
All right, 10, 9, 8, 7,
Nope.
6,
Nope.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, shit.
1. Oh my gosh. Stop. No more clicking. No more clicking. Back away from it. We're good. Wow. Wow. Look at yours. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're officially going to do the reveal. Do you want to take us through yours real quick?
Okay. Follow me as I guide you towards the Black Torch Tower. Let me tell you the exterior. Let me go fly. As we fly around, the gargoyles around here patrolling with the candles lit up to light them up to keep them warm during the night. We have the lava of the evil zone right over here at the back, lit up as a nice monument. The flowers surrounding the base. decayed and rotten away. And the gargoyles protect the knight over here on this side as the protectors of the black tower, the black torch tower, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I see
it. And then as we go further up,
that's cool.
We've got the glass pane window, symbolizing with the gothicness. And over here, we've got the 2 more gargoyles on top, the top protectors over here. And then we've got the roof, the high-rise roof, which basically is very well designed over here. It's basically you do 1 down, 2 up, 1 down, 2 up, 1 down, 2 up, and then it makes a nice little peak roof. And then in the middle, we've got a little bit of a rise over there. Okay, and then we come down, back down.
And is that supposed to be a grounding rod right at the top of it?
Yes, in a sense, yes. Sadly, I couldn't really hide the staircase, and you caught me last minute, and I was placing the box at the end. You go around up here, you go up here. The staircase, it's a nice circle around, and you go up here, you got the nice view.
Yeah.
And then you've got
like speeches,
and you've got
rallying
the bedroom is just up here, so for the keeper of the tower. And then they have a CD they can play whenever they get bored, and it's to give the atmosphere vibe.
Wow, you actually did a great job.
And you got a rotten tree over here, and they got the fences as a cage, so it's like repressive.
Nice.
And you have the window here you can view from down up here or up here. But yes, as the sound is adding to effect. That is my black torch tower.
I think yours is really inspired. It looks really cool. I love your design. I think you did a fantastic job. Now I am regretting my design choices. All right, so mine more looks like a traditional building.
What's it called?
Well, I was thinking it was going to be called the Gothic Museum, but now I'm thinking it looks more like a bank from the outside. So maybe a Gothic bank. I don't know. It's a very conservative design approach, that's for sure.
I see you go with the spirit of Minecraft. It's all blocky.
I mean, it's meant to like really make sure that you're utilizing all of your space effectively in the room that you have. But yeah, just take a look around. The front features what's supposed to look like an ornate stained glass window with a whole lot of textures, and then obviously stained glass windows accompanying around it that are on the front. Towards the sides and the rear, just kind of less ornate windows. Usually when you start going broke in the project, you start like, you know, vetoing things. So they couldn't finish the stained glass all the way around. They only did like the front part of the stained glass. You got bars on the window at the lower level, which keeps out the prowlers and the riffraffs, but you can get more ornate because, you know, typically people that are going to do bad to you don't carry a ladder with you, so you can have more ornate stuff. There's a little pen back here, so you could park your horse in the back or whatever carriage. You can also stock it up with feed for them as well. You got your lower level gargoyles, so I would do like the keelins. I don't know if you've ever seen like the dragons that hold the different objects in their hands. They're supposed to bring good luck. Ender dragon heads obviously abound. They really match the motif of like the darker gothic, so it's hard to like really find things that kind of mesh well in there. Can you take the door? Can you open the door?
Open it now. Getting it.
Oh, you put a lever down to open the door. All right, so we'll go up first, and then we'll go down. All right, so this is like the entryway room in here. You just got a table. You got a table in the corner. Lights, obviously. You got the table in the corner. I probably
your stairs crippled here.
No, I purposely did that. So if you've ever like looked at Gothic architecture, and it's hard if you're a big guy and you use like the old Gothic stairs, like the stairs are very slim and narrow, and it's hard if you're like broad-shouldered and kind of a big guy to be able to get up the stairs. So, you know, that's why the stairs are kind of broken there. And the same ones right here, right? So these are also kind of broken. So you'll also have a railing that'll overlook like the stained glass features. I've seen that on some of the buildings as well. I didn't put any beds and stuff because it's kind of like a bank museum, not supposed to be like a habitable place. Your house is next door, but this is a place of business. And then you've got this little upper area. Usually they would not really inhabit the area if it was too hot, but you know, heat rises. So in the winter, typically those upper areas, if they're well insulated, yeah, they're actually the best place to go. And then
okay, and then you got the underground bit.
Yeah,
oh,
so can you guess what this area is?
Very dungeony.
Absolutely. So prisoners in there, dungeons. I didn't bother putting any actual prisoners in there, but totally that's where the prisoners would be at. They would be contained in there. Let's go ahead and stand on one of those blocks. Stand on a block.
Just like that.
I don't know. So I think I can't decide.
I think we should leave it to the commenters.
I 100% believe that that is the right way to go. So for everybody that's watching, you've seen us both take you through the build process. We've explained our logic on everything that you've seen. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below and let us know which one you think won. If you think Rude Ducks won, or if you think Krazy2Kill's won. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this Minecraft house build mission that we went on. If you like what you saw, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!